Welcome to Comfort Having Number 2. So, I'm going to try and make this short and sweet. This is a chit chat about people not really giving a fuck and how it affects people that are involved. Alright? So, I've made videos about this, about my siblings and all this other bullshit that I've constantly made videos about. And you come to a realization at some point in your life where some people, whether they are blood or not, really just don't give a fuck about you. Alright? And I'm going to say this because I recently had a disagreement with the person who gave me life, my only remaining parent alive. And you never ever want to say this about a parent, but I'm not alone in this, and I'm the only one that notices it. But as far as I am concerned, I will be honest about that shit. My remaining parental unit, honestly, truly to God, does not give a fuck about me. Period. Now, in our last dispute, I gave her like my Q-tips or whatever. And every time I try to talk to people in my family, my biological family, my siblings, I got maybe one that gives a fuck. Maybe one. The other ones just go through the motions. And I'm going to tell you how you can tell when someone gives a fuck or when they just go through the motions. See, people who go through the motions don't make change. Don't let you speak. Don't hear you. Don't listen. And really don't give a fuck. Really, they don't give a fuck. So no matter what you say or try to speak to them, they are always thinking that you are arguing. They are always thinking about how you're stuck living in the past. They don't realize that your past wouldn't be the way it was if not for them. And somehow or another, they all seem to think that it's okay for you to have nothing. But then, when they need something, they come to the person who has nothing. And if this person who has nothing, that being me, bitches or complains about it, I'm in the fucking wrong. I'm in the wrong because you who have money, more money in a week than I make in a year, won't go buy shit that you can just pop out and buy. Where I have to struggle to make sure I have some money to compensate for what I need versus what I want. I don't have any of my wants. I grew up poor. I know that your wants aren't as important as your needs. But when you can't even achieve your wants because other people come before you and they know that you are going to open up your stupid fucking heart and do for them before you do for yourself as you've always done, they don't give a fuck because it's working for them. And when something is working for most people, they don't want to change it because it helps them accelerate, but they don't give themselves a concern about who it hurts. All right? Your actions will always speak louder than your words. And I'm going to make a song about that. Your actions will always speak louder than your words for the simple fact, if you tell somebody that you love them, but you are doing everything in your power to prevent them from succeeding in life, then you clearly don't give a fuck. You don't. Don't tell people that you love them and then get in their way. Don't tell people that you love them and then hinder them from succeeding at what they want to do with their life. Like my acting career. Hard to pursue acting when you're babysitting kids whose parents make more in a week than you make in a year, and when the Army is giving you less than $200 a month to live off of. That's right. I'm living off of Army money. I have an under-the-table job. This paying less than the Army. I have lived off of Pell Grants for the last however many years I've been in school for police science and criminal justice. Now, what these people in this family fails to understand it, y'all wouldn't be where you were if it wasn't for me taking care of your children so that you can get these elevated jobs that pay over 15 and 20 bucks an hour, which is why you have more money in a week than I have in a year, which is why you can go buy the shit that you need versus saying, fuck you, I do what I want, which is what they generally do, until buying the shit they need is the only fucking option that they have. Then when you try to have a conversation with these people, i.e. my last parental unit, who should have been with me from the jump but has always given me the finger compared to the other children, which goes back to why your actions will always speak louder than your words. You can tell somebody you love them until you blue in the face, but if you're spitting in their face at the same time as you're telling them you love them, do you really love them? If you're doing everything you can to make sure that everyone succeeds except for that person, that you contribute to fuck them out of their lives with so that other people's lives can be better, and watch those people smile in that one child's face, do you really love that child? Do you? Do you consider yourself going in that child's room when they go to sleep at night and they cry themselves to sleep? No. So can you really love that child when that child complains about shit in their life that's going wrong, and you quickly switch the subject, or you quickly walk away because you don't want to hear them because they keep repeating the same shit over and over and over and over and over again? Maybe if you sit down and consider, maybe I should listen. Maybe I should sit down and hear this person out. Maybe I should evaluate their feelings and what did I do to contribute to making them feel this way. Maybe you then show them that you love them versus, you're always talking about the same shit. You're always doing the same shit. You're always this, you're always that. But you are the cause of why I do the same shit. How dare you say you love someone when you won't even listen to them? See, communication is a part of love. And if you can't be communicated with, if you do not want to hear the person you claim to love speak and listen, and you have head and ass syndrome, you don't love that person. Stop lying to yourself. And more importantly, stop lying to that person that you claim to love when you don't. That being said, I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. That was not an actual monologue. That was some real shit that I just went through 2 minutes ago. So thank you for your time. I hope, technically it's 6 minutes ago, so I hope that I taught you guys something. Always remember that your actions will always speak louder than your words. If you don't take anything else from me, if I don't make it in the famous world, if I die before I turn 49, remember this video. And remember that your actions will always speak louder than your words. You don't love somebody, be honest. Don't lead them on, don't drag them on, don't drag it out. Tell them the truth. I don't love you. I use you for whatever I used you for, and that's it. Always remember, your actions will speak louder than your words. And if you are treating your children unfairly, I'll be in hell waiting for you when you get there. Trust me on that. There's always a special place in hell for people who lie. I don't lie, but if I had to have a choice, go to hell and torture everyone who's lied to people on earth, especially to their children, instead of taking the time to listen to their children and give a fuck. I'll take that job. I'll be Sam Winchester. I'll torture the fuck out of those souls. That being said, I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Be seeing ya. If I can find the cursor.